Most people would agree that they love the look and feel of an open floor plan. In the context of the 10-step method you just learned, you may experience challenges around measuring, ideal placement for your furnishings to create zones, and proper lighting techniques. Let's talk first about measuring. Often, the simplest approach to creating room designs within open floor plans is to create separate floor plans for each functional area or zone. So, for example, let's say we have a living room, dining room combo area like we see here. You have to decide where the dividing line is between these two spaces so you can create a floor plan for each area, the living room and the dining room. Sometimes you may have natural architectural breaks in the room that can help you to easily find a natural dividing line, such as a door frame, window, pillar, or cabinetry. You can think of the dividing line as an imaginary wall. Once you've done that, then, if needed, you can place something on the ground, such as a piece of masking tape, so you can use that as the border for each of your spaces, which will allow you to more easily measure your space. It doesn't matter how many functional zones share an open area. The approach is the same. Find the dividing lines, mark them, measure each area, and draw your floor plan. Now let's discuss how to most effectively use your furnishings to delineate your zones. By far, one of the most effective items is a rug. Not only do rugs feel great underfoot and are an easy way to add color and pattern to a room, but they are also one of the easiest ways to define a space within an open floor plan. You can either choose to use the same rug or choose coordinating rugs, preferably in a coordinating color and style. So how do you choose whether to go with the same rug or coordinating rugs? If your rugs are going to be within 2 feet or 61 centimeters of each other, I would lean towards using the same rug. If there is at least 3 feet or 91 centimeters between rugs, then either the same rug or coordinating rugs will work. It's important to ensure that the main furniture pieces are either sitting partially on the rug or completely on the rug within each zone. You can also use furniture to help separate zones within an open floor plan. Specifically, backless benches, console tables, buffets, and open back bookcases are all stylish and effective room dividers. And the last 3 options have the added benefit of providing extra storage. One often forgotten element for defining open floor plans is the strategic use of colors and/or metal finishes. Clearly, when you have an open floor plan, you need to have a cohesive color scheme for the entire space. Ideally, your color scheme will include 1 to 2 neutrals and 1 to 3 accent colors. However, you can use colors strategically to help define the separate areas, like we see here with the red accents in the dining area. You can also use wallpaper or paint to help delineate an area by papering or painting the focal point wall of that area in a different color. Finally, you can use metal finishes to help define zones. I love mixing metals, and while you might decide to go with the same 1 or 2 finishes throughout the entire open floor plan, you could choose to use different finishes to define a space like we see here. In the foreground, we see the living room has used black for the chandelier, the wall decor, and the side table, but they've used a chrome or nickel finish for the 2 pendants, the table lamp, and the wall mirror. Now let's discuss lighting in the context of open floor plans. First, just like rugs, you can use lighting to help delineate functional zones. In fact, after rugs, light fixtures, in particular chandeliers and pendants, are probably the second best way to help define individual spaces within an open floor plan. Ceiling fans also work. You want to hang your fixture in the middle of the space. Additionally, how high you hang the fixture also matters. More specifically, for larger areas, if you hang your fixture at a higher distance, your eye will automatically make the connection that this is a larger space. Contrast the height of this fixture with the chandelier hanging over the dining area. Hanging it lower helps you to quickly determine that this is a smaller space. In terms of how much lighting to use in an open floor plan, well, you want at least 1 lighting source for every functional area. But depending on the location and function of the zone, I would aim for 3 to 5 light sources, if possible. Remember, this includes your accent lighting. It's always better to overlight a space than underlight it. And remember to put as many of your light sources on dimmers as you can so you can control the lighting level and the mood. 2 final techniques that you can use to define zones in a room include, first, ensuring each area has its own focal point. As I mentioned in an earlier lecture, common focal points for rooms include but are not limited to fireplaces, artwork, ceiling light fixtures, unique ceiling treatments, or a unique furniture piece such as a beautiful coffee table. Second, use formal symmetry. Formal symmetry is one of my favorite techniques, and I particularly love it in an open floor plan because symmetry automatically brings order to a space, which is critical to a well-defined open floor plan.